Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The pitch to the left. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Commodores. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. They come into the season, #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. And remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely these freshmen have got to go.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking. Man right at the goal line.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And is slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lawson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They're going to ride this running back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Going to sling it on second down. Throws for the tight end. And wings it incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback will keep it. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They'll try to slam it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snags it over the middle. Still running at the 40. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in down the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to get the edge on the right. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
They go to the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Sings it complete to the right. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Stanford quickly to the line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Finding open areas. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners backing off a bit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Stanford! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Snagged out of the air. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Commodores want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They try to pop a run on the draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the Commodores will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They stop him short of the marker. Over on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Okay, lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
Slide 22. Slide.
Back has it. And some room to work. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught. Got room to work. Breaks into the open.
And this full vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Got 5 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're working that left side. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. The Commodores in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Give to the running back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense set on 1st down. Snap in the shotgun. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Cardinal. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this huge team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds the tight end.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got rid of it just in time.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for it all. And it's caught inside the 20. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play, they're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. You gave up one big play, don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Vandy. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. I don't know about this decision. Tie game, 4th quarter. They're lining up for an onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Stanford! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This offense is high octane, Boyd. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Pulls it in. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Great protection there, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Wants to throw again. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Looking to the big tight end. Right on target this time.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he could make the catch.
Off play action on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the play, it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Takes the easy completion. Powers through the defender. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Nice job by by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Stanford going back to work with another first down.
Let's go. Baby, work it.
Off the RPO, complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season, winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition, so that's what's fun about today. Like, proving it against a really good team. We can talk about, you know, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got him. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.